I really don't think it's gonna feel like Generator Spinner. It's not gonna be like a Diablo 4 snooze fest.
Holy shit, bro. I thought I got away with watching the video without hearing it. All right. Reset the clock, boys. It's been 14 seconds since D4 bad. Reset the clock.
Each room you choose on the trial map has a special theme to it, something like a trap gauntlet that you have to run.
Holy f. They put traps back in the game so they can watch me lose more hardcore characters. Wanted, the monk. Why is the monk wanted? Fanatical pagan on the loose. Oh, what's the next one? Sorceress. This character is obviously busted. If you play warrior instead of this class, you're basically just... This is one rare item drop, and I've heard about it from everybody. In fact, when I was at the event, I heard over my shoulder someone be like, did you see the item Sub got? So I've already heard about this shit before it was even uploaded. Just saw that video of you getting pounded by those two angry looking roas in Act 2. The reason it looked like I was doing bad in that playthrough is I was actually limit testing. I was trying to specifically test the weakest a character can be to get through the game. I'm the only one that's willing to go up there and do what the people really need. To play as bad as you can with as bad of a build as possible. That's the content that the people deserve, and I am here for you. Don't listen to any of this fake news about ZDPS Quinn Jr. Plus one more day closer to Path of Exile 2 release. Today, got a few things to watch, a few things to talk about. Got to plan our class between Warrior, Giga Two-Handed Slam, or Chrono Mage, or Lightning Mage, because of the whole Archmage thing's looking pretty good. After seeing the Mage, I'm kind of getting hyped back up for the Lightning Mage again. Also, did you guys see this? Elon apparently might play Path of Exile 2.
Oh my god, what class is Ascendancy you hype from Path of Exile 2? I'm usually big turn melee weapon warrior, but Monk is looking real good with Darkness and Avatar mode. Rob is about to be in line, and this is gonna be Rob, bro. This is gonna be Rob.
What the hell is this shit? Is this like sperm getting to the egg? Is this oh, it's a black hole? Is that what this is supposed to be?
Rob from the block is out here, bro. He's out here. Boom.
Oh, okay.
D4's dead turn, bro. Straight up. He's gonna convert, bro.
Now he's already converted. I think PoE, D4, PoE. He's already converted.
How can you play PoE and not get converted?
If you make it to in-game, you'll probably get sucked in. Honestly, I think PoE 2 sucks you in sooner than PoE 1. PoE 1, you kind of need to map maps because campaign can be kind of brutal. PoE 2, like, the campaign is way more fun than PoE campaign, in my opinion. Because you get, like, good boss fights pretty much immediately. Not that you don't get them in PoE 1, but, like, the boss fights in PoE 1 start, like, ramping to get good. Some of the first ones are kind of brutal, but, like, not really, like, that fun. Like, I don't really think Brutus is, like, a good fight. Does that make sense? Whereas in PoE 2, the boss fights are pretty much enjoyable almost right off the rip. They still have, like, a Helllock level fight, but then it literally freezes time to, like, teach you the tutorial and stuff.
All right, Elon Musk, where are we? Whatever class is closest to fighter/magic user. See, the thing is, Elon Musk's brain isn't open yet, unfortunately.
I don't think he's ever played the game, right? There's no way Elon's played PoE if he's saying whatever class is closest to fighter/magic user. Plus, aren't these, like, different things? Aren't a fighter and a magic user, like... I guess I've said blood mage melee. No archer, no assassin, no rogue. Probably what he meant. Yeah, true. I picked through this one before, and I wanted to show this to you guys because this one's actually, like, pretty fucking funny. I don't know if you guys realize this, but Hawg has done some hilarious things in Path of Exile that I think are actually kind of goated. And they're not the stuff that he got the most views for. I watched this live when he did this, and I knew as soon as I saw this, I'm like, Hog's not going to like this.
Hog Gaming, wasn't he anti-PoE Pro D4, then he was anti-D4 Pro PoE, and then what's even happening?
Yeah, that's pretty much the reaction I expected when I saw this.
I was the man that played Boat League on a boat.
I love that he's raging so hard his microphone like gain is overloading. It's cutting his mic off on him.
Oh my god.
I actually thought this was cool. He played Boat League on his fishing boat. This is pretty good.
You fucking pocket theories! Holy shit! Oh! Oh! Get him off me!
One thing you gotta love about Hawg is he posed exactly 0 punches. He goes faux Hawg.
Played it on a steering wheel. And then I got Exile.
I missed this one entirely, dude. He played Path of Exile on a steering wheel.
The clutch. So when I hit the clutch, it does that. Then forward is first gear, back is second gear.
This would literally be impossible to play. This would be impossible. There's absolutely no way. How far did he get with this shit? There is no way you could play like this. Did he get out of the campaign like this? I would be impressed, dude. He's racing to red maps. Oh my god.
He was never Pewee. Wait, what was he? I'm not quite sure what he is. Yeah.
Diablo's still living rent-free in everyone's head. That's good. Now I need Quinn to respond so I get another thing to laugh about.
Yeah.
And there's so many videos of people looking at, like, Archmage. There's, like, 3 Archmage videos just straight up on the top. And I can't say I blame them because of this Ascendancy right here.
Stack 2 copies.
Archmage plus this. 2 shocks at the same time.
Ascension and Path of Exile 2.
Okay, speaking of Ascensions, people keep spamming me to watch the ZiggyD video. Apparently, he's got a new video that actually shows a run of this. Let's see here. Okay, so is this actually new footage? Here, I'll post it here in case you want it direct. This is ZiggyD's Ascendancy Explained plus the trial hands-on gameplay.
G'day folks, ZiggyD here. In Path of Exile 2, you will actually have 3 choices for trials to get your Ascendancy class. The first one to become available is the Trial of the Sekhemas. Part of the way...
So this is actually fresh trial footage. Like, this is straight up the only trial footage?
Through Act 2. And I was able to get some hands-on experience with this trial on a mercenary on my recent trip to Grinding Gear Games Studios.
Alright, fresh
now
news
for
back
the
on
new
the
Exiles
boys.
joining us, Ascendancies are your subclass, or a prestige class, if you will. And each character, like the mercenary, monk, or witch, has a choice of 3 Ascendancy classes unique to that character. There'll be 2 at the beginning of the beta for each, with a 3rd one being added later on. Ascendancies open up an extra passive tree inside your passive tree.
Wait, hold on. Is he showing all... Wait, hold on. This is... We're tryharding this, boys. We're frame by framing this shit. He showed something. Okay, 10% increased area of effect. Okay, so grenades, right? You probably want area of effect on the small nodes, so that way the grenades shotgun and overlap, I'm assuming. All right.
Ascendancies open up an extra passive tree inside your passive tree with impactful nodes that you can spend 8 points in. These Ascendancies provide a lot of power.
Okay, and then increased armor and evasion. Okay.
But also a major way to
Cooldown recovery was this one.
flavor and change
Maximum concentration.
how
You've
your
seen that
build
one already.
plays. Like, for example, empowering your witch with blood magic as a blood mage, or, alternatively, demonic fire as an infernalist. But whichever route you go, to unlock your Ascendancy and to gain the additional passive points to spend in its tree, you must first complete your choice of Trials of Ascendancy, like the one I'm showcasing here, the Trial of the Sekhemas.
Which I will never do. I will only play Sanctum if GGG flies somebody out here to Alaska and puts a gun to my head. I'm going to avoid the Sanctum, and I'm going to do the Ultimatum.
Act 2.
I have movement in the dark. Lots of movement.
Whilst progressing through another quest in Act 2, you'll find yourself climbing through the spider-infested tunnels of the Traitor's Passage, and you may just come across someone who was supposed to remain locked away.
Gotta be something valuable behind those doors.
The imprisoning wards burned, the Jinn Balbala demands you release them, and this is Path of Exile, so through combat, naturally.
Release me!
Okay, I have footage of me fighting this boss. I showed this, I want to say 2 or 3 days ago. It was a side boss that you fight during the campaign, and it looks like it's the same thing.
This boss is quite challenging, employing a lot of roguish tricks, disappearing in smoke clouds,
He's got some cool mechanics.
summoning ethereal daggers, and high mobility hit-and-run tactics. This boss has quite a few tricks up their sleeves, such as hiding in plain sight,
Was it
and
hard? Took me a
flooding the
couple
arena
tries.
with toxic gas, which it took me embarrassingly long to realize that it would only recede once you actually found them.
Yeah, this part took me a bit to realize too, yeah.
They have a few more ways to test your worth as the fight progresses, but I'll leave those for you to discover on your own. So proving yourself worthy here will take some cunning, but if you do so, you'll be given your path to ascension.
Yes, a coin.
Allow me to
Okay, so that's how you get it. So the guy that okay, so that means in the early access that I was playing through confirmed they didn't have this drop enabled because I killed this boss and I never got this drop. I was wondering why the loot was so bad from him. Makes sense now.
From my imprisonment.
So here's how the Trial of the Sekhemas works. Each room you choose on the trial map has a special theme to it, something like a trap gauntlet that you have to run and make it to the other side.
Holy f***, they added, dude, they put traps back in the game so they can watch me lose more hardcore characters. I actually thought I had gotten away with it because they did not have Izaro in the game anymore. Labyrinth was gone, so I thought, you know what, boys? My rip clips are safe. You're not going to have to watch me die to a trap again. I was wrong. They still have it in the fucking game.
A challenging fight for you to survive or overcome, or a time trial or something like that.
Means we're
At the end of
going
each
to have rip
room,
clips.
you'll gain
again.
a reward, which you will know ahead of time when selecting that room from the map. There's a map at the end of each room that lets you select your path forwards, and you can see a couple of steps ahead as well. Like, for example, the Gauntlet trial, where you must navigate traps and enemies to just reach the other side.
It's literally a trap trial. Holy shit.
Another example is the Chalice trials, where you must kill all rare monsters in a room to fill a blood chalice. And then there's one that I rather enjoyed, the Escape trial, where you touch a death crystal and then have to disable as many crystals as you can before the time runs out.
This is like Tears of Guthix.
Each crystal you fail to disable will deal a certain amount of damage to you. The map can also show you purple afflictions on some of the rooms. These cursed rooms debuff you, making things harder in some ways, so you obviously just want to avoid those where you can. Sometimes, however, they may be on a room that has a really good reward, or on a path that leads to really good rewards. In which case, you'll have to ray up those.
Okay, here's my initial thought. These rewards in these chests have to be astoundingly good for me to want to take the debuff. I'm just gonna want to rush to the end and get my thing. I'm not gonna, if in order to stack these, this better be really fucking good.
Risk versus reward assessments. Sure, double damage taken on low life is pretty deadly, yeah, but what if I just don't get hit? Some rooms will also offer boons as their reward. These are powerful buffs that aid you in the trial.
Okay, so this is like it's like a roguelite. So you get first Ascendancy by Act 2, because that's where, I'll show you my footage of me fighting that guy in the beginning. That's where you get your first coin. Then I'm assuming you can pretty much immediately after the coin do this. Which means level 20 something, you're getting your first Ascendancy. You're getting your Ascendancy early.
So I'll explain how failing and reattempts works now. Each time you take damage, you also take some damage to your honor. And lose all of your honor, and you will be ejected from the trial, even if you didn't necessarily die. I guess this is one of those situations where disgrace is worse than death.
When I see this, I just think traps are going to kill me. Honor is a system I suck at. Sanctum, log out. Oh my god, I'm going to have to do this in Act 2, but then immediately I'm going to go do Ultimatum instead.
When you first want to ascend there, but more serious stakes later on in the game. Now, before we lock ourselves away in the Path of Exile 2 beta for weeks on end with nary a glimpse of sunlight, it's a good final chance to say some goodbyes.
I have unironically told people that I will be busy IRL from the 6th forward, and I will not be responding to shit. This is actually something that I'm actively doing. I did this for D4 launch as well, and I was going to do this for OSR's League launch, but PoE 2 is just cutting into that time. Same. You cancel plans for PoE 2. I'm assuming there are people canceling plans for Path of Exile 2, telling loved ones they're going to be busy. You know how many people are going to get sick on December 6th and not be able to make it into the office that day? Got fired? Based. People right now are doing a bad job on purpose so that they can get fired and then have to go home. I think Rax was 100% correct when he said to take the day after off.
This spicy boy is a big lumbering rock with some big explosions and heavy slams, each of which are very avoidable. Rattles has a huge life pool to match their size, and they're pretty heavily armored, as well as being resistant to fire and lightning damage.
If this was my footage right now, everyone would be spamming ZDPS.
However you decide to manage it, whether you take a more careful and slow approach, or whether you try and rush down the boss,
his damage is horrible. I don't think his damage is horrible. I see these types of comments all the time in my own footage and other people's footage. First of all, the game is supposed to be longer boss fights. That's straight up a fact. Second of all, I think people are misunderstanding. This is level 20 gameplay. And third thing is people who say that don't understand that the footage they're watching are from people making their first character pretty much ever. Also, I should clarify, sometimes people would type stuff in chat, I know you're memeing, but I'm going to use it as a gateway drug to the conversation that I've seen multiple times. Yeah, it's a different game, so the HP pool going down so slow is going to happen for quite a lot of people.
As you get through the fight with your honor at least partially intact, then you can loot the boss and then enter the final room to claim your prize. The different chests in bronze, silver, and gold, with obviously scaling impressiveness of reward amounts, are also labeled with different reward types. Like for example, the Royal Cache, which contain the Marraketh Trials specialty items, jewels, including the special time.
These jewels are actually going to be insane, dude. I'm a big fan of jewels.
Jewels only available here. Now, while regular jewels are a custom craftable passive node that you can slot into your tree, the time lost jewels alter an entire area of your passive tree's nodes with new effects. Well-crafted jewels of both types are going to be very sought after for just about every build, because most will end up getting at least 1 or 2 of these. Each trial has 4 difficulties. Let's just, for simplicity's sake, call them difficulty 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doing any single trial at difficulty 1 will give you your first 2 passive points and unlock your Ascendancy. To get passive points 3 and 4 then, you need to do any trial of your choice at difficulty 2. So you can do all 4 difficulties in Trial of the Sekhemas only if you want, and get all of your 8 passive points and your Ascendancy, or you can mix and match them.
So it just basically means that we're going to have to do Sanctum because we have to do it in Act 2 because Act 2 is sooner than Act 3, and you're going to want your Ascension going into Act 3. That's basically what this means. So everyone's going to need to run Sanctum, more or less. I mean, you could wait to Act 3 if you really wanted to, but because Sanctum's earlier, like, you just get used to Sanctum, boys. That's what this means. You're going to do fucking Sanctum, and you're going to like it.
If you struggle in the Trial of Sekhema, you could reattempt and try and find a better path and take more boons and healing, for example. Or you could just go progress through the campaign a little bit more, get some more levels, get 1 or 2 gear upgrades, and come back.
This is what I failed to do last time that I'm going to need to do this time, is instead of pounding my head against something, when I am having difficulty, the whole chat's going to have to spam to remind me, DM, go do something else. And then I'm going to get mad at the chat and tell them, you don't tell me what the fuck to do, I can get this down. And then we're going to have a circle of life.
Way more equipped to be able to do it. I managed to do it successfully right as I found it. I was probably a little bit over leveled due to exploring the zones, but if I did like another zone or 2, I definitely would have been overqualified.
Okay, this was ZiggyD. Obviously fantastic video. I highly recommend watching this one. Pick through it for the Ascension. It shows which hunter shit. It also has a great breakdown of how you're actually going to ascend, has some like exclusive footage related to the trial itself. So if you're interested in trial ascendancy stuff, I would recommend watching that one. Hot news, fresh off the press, boys. We have a new tweet. It's just over a week in the Path of Exile 2 launches in early access. You may still be deciding what class you start. This is literally what we've been doing all day. These flyers we found pinned to the notice in Ogham may help you choose. What is this? Oh, shit. So what does it say? The Mercenary. A killer prowls Ogham. One of the crossed Orient. This thug for hire fled and now plies his bloody trade in our lands. He cares not for law nor mortality, only for filling his coin purse. Shall you see this man, be wary of his crossbow and alert the manor at once. Also, beware. This man has to reload 5 times every second. It's going to be very slow in the beginning. Good luck. Have fun. That was on the bottom. You just can see it got cut off. Let's see here. The monk wanted. The monk. Why is the monk wanted? Fanatical pagan on the loose. His fellow monks have now been found murdered in their enclave. Now he sows discord. So he's a discord mod. And lunacy among the good people of Ogham. Hear tales of a dreamer or spot him wandering. Fetch a guard immediately. So basically everyone's wanted. Wanted. The ranger. Vigilante archer at large, this Grailwood recluse murdered one of the Count's men while he upheld the law against the common thief. So it's Robin Hood. Against the common thief. Stay out of her sights. If you see her, raise the alarm. She's wanted. Got it. Oh, what's the next one? Sorceress. This character is obviously busted. We have given it not only the ability to stop time, but double lightning yourself. If you play warrior instead of this class, you're basically just... There you go. Where's the warrior? Oh, here it is. The warrior. The adopted son of our dear blacksmith is missing. A brave man of the forge and proud citizen of Ogham. The Count demands his safe return. You know what, Based? The only class that isn't wanted for being a villain is the fucking warrior. But everyone wants him back. That's how good the warrior is. Even GGG is personally calling out, you have to play this class. And if you do not play this class, you're basically a villain. So confirmed by GGG themselves, the only class that actually matters. I'm glad to see warrior only class not wanted for being a degenerate. Honestly, you'll love to see it. Everyone keeps asking me about the subtractem video with the Sorc shit here. There it is. New Path of Exile 2 Sorceress and Mercenary. New gameplay and gems.
Hey, what's up, guys? So,
okay, so I have heard from 55 bajillion people in the chat that sub gets like a big cock weapon drop right in the beginning and proceeds to dominate this entire game within seconds. So I am fully expecting a plus 30 skill gem with 500% more damage, culling strike, like 18 different skills attached, and infinite mana or something. Like this is one rare item drop, and I've heard about it from everybody. In fact, when I was at the event, I heard over my shoulder someone be like, "Did you see the item sub got at the event?" So I've already heard about this shit before it was even uploaded.
this is the first time I've had a chance to play the Mercenary. There's a quick little intro animation here kind of showing the general idea of how the character works. This is my first time playing. This is your AoE skill that you kind of start with. So you get a basic shot, which is right there, my basic bolt. The big thing about the Mercenary is he has multiple skills that have ammo, and they all have their individual magazines that you have to switch between them and reload them. So
I already hate this class, by the way. I'm just going to say it. Like, having to sit here and shoot this shit looks like I'm playing Ezreal from League of Legends. Like, absolutely not. Give me a fucking hammer. I already hate it.
the key here is I want to show you guys the early experience with the Mercenary, and maybe this will get tweaked a little bit. And I kind of push it a little bit irresponsibly here. I purposely...
This is like, dude, every single person that has defended this shit, we're all like, nah, we've already played Act 1 a million times. Get the fuck out of my way. This is like some Black Friday energy. You're trying to rush to the $200 TV in the back, and you're like, just get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way! Like, that's how I felt like trying to get through this, because we had already seen Act 1 so many times. It's just like, let me just get to Act 2. I'm sick of this shit.
And then the first boss that you fight here is the Devourer. It's within the tunnels. So that was like a couple minute time skip, and you can see he's not dead yet.
And he immediately...
This is literally what I did.
So fucking based. Okay, I love he logs out in the middle of the fight. He's just fucking over it. 100% how I was feeling watching this. That is the correct reaction to new class.
I'm out.
Oh, let's go. Some new class.
I did see game the first time that I played Path of Exile 2 at ExileCon. Sorc was so poorly balanced and so underpowered.
Wait, is this the busted? This is a blue staff. How possibly good can this shit actually be? Like, there's no way this thing is. No, I thought this would have been like a yellow item. This is the fucking item. It's literally the tutorial he got. He got this from the tutorial. It's a blue item. There's no way. I don't care what this shit rolls. How can it possibly be that good? What do you mean hold? No.
Well, this happened right off the beach.
Okay, fuck off. Wait, freezing shards, bonus to code spell skills, and increased code damage. Pre-programmed. All right.
Yeah, you'll just see the difference between the Mercenary and this. Now,
okay, let's see the difference. Let's see the difference with this boss, bro, because he's got this item now, and the Mercenary is like, he literally logs out. It's like he's worried that he's gonna miss his flight before he can kill like the fucking first boss, and now he's got this item.
At least on a Sorc, if you get a good staff, things will feel really good.
Okay, let's see this difference.
So yeah, this is just watch his life bar.
What the dude, I could have ate a burger in the time it took him to do that much damage on Mercenary. Look at that shit. So, are you trying to tell me that my ZDBS footage of me fighting the Act 2 boss is just because, like, I don't have items? Like, you actually need items to play this game? Here I thought I could just smash my face. It was a skill issue. Bro, hasn't even killed his energy shield yet. Oh, what the fuck is that? He got a unique on the first fucking kill of the game, dude. And he got a yellow iron ring. Okay, dude, I've flown to LA 3 times and never even seen the unique. Yeah, this is GGG's golden boy over here. This must be nice.
And yeah, that's just with that starting staff. That is the difference in power there.
He's shitting on these mobs. Really nice. I want you guys to know I died 8 times in this zone. So just to point out, I died to these mobs 8 times in a row. You don't have to tell people that. You're right, Jim. Can you cut that out of the do not put that in the video no matter what you do.
One of the most interesting things about Path of Exile 2, and we're going to see how this plays out, is the forced single support gem. So, for example, faster casting right here. If I take a faster casting, I can only have one of those on one of my skills. I really don't think it's going to feel like Generator Spinner. It's not going to be like a Diablo 4 snooze fest. It's not Generator.
Holy shit, bro. I thought I got away with watching the video without hearing it. All right. Reset the clock, boys. It's been 14 seconds since D4 bad. Reset the clock.
So you can see in the upper left corner.
Sir, I'm trying to enjoy the boss fight. Can you stop destroying everything? What the Is
now
that?
have the damage numbers. I can go back a little bit. You can see the damage numbers up here.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
just an
see
infinity
their
sign. I see
weaknesses
the
and
number.
strengths right here.
Why did you guys make me pull this video up? Is this just so I can see the difference between my warrior run and this Sorc run? Is it? You guys are not making a good example for me to continue to play warrior. You want me to play Sorc. That's what I'm seeing. People are trying. I'm trying to get convinced. How many of y'all are at? Okay, we're gonna do a poll. How many people are warrior loyal? Where's the monkey crew? How many loyalists do we have here? 63% Sorc. I mean, some people are pushing back. Okay, it's not as overwhelming as I thought. Bro, you forgot the ranger option. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I just found my Frostbolt was going too fast, like casting too many skills, that got a little bit too much.
You know what I don't have a problem with when I play warrior? Being too fast with my skills or casting too many of them. He's just leaving the mobs behind because he already knows they're dead.
And showing how dangerous zones can be really quickly. You can start getting stunned. So here's, I believe, the first boss fight in Act 2. There's my
The
Frostbolt
freeze
flying
is
in,
super nice.
trying to clear some of the ads.
Okay, the damage isn't as crazy now, but that's a cool fucking move. He's got these orb things.
This fight ends up taking a while. So yeah, this is, if we're going to talk about some of the cons, at least for the Sorceress gameplay, there wasn't that much I can do. If we think about the tools that I have, and I went into all of the cast speed that I could. I had faster casting. I took all of the cast speed nodes on the passive
Yeah, to be
tree.
fair, the damage
If
is
any
not,
gear
he's right.
gave me any cast speed, I would take it.
The CC is
So
sick,
the problem
though.
with I'm excited to start a new chapter with y'all in PoE 2. Hope to see you guys there. Subscribe to the channel and all that if you want a little bit more.
Sub to my boy, Sub. Great guy. Good content. I'm glad Sub uploaded this footage, man. This is good footage. Not many people have really played Sorc and posted the Sorc playthrough. We got a lot of Merc playthrough and a lot of Warrior. But now I'm kind of like curious about Sorc. So seeing this, like, he has good gear, and then the damage isn't quite what I was expecting at this point. Like in the beginning, he was popping off, and now it kind of seems like it's not like as crazy as I was thinking. So at this point, it makes me like, okay, yeah, I probably could still go Monkey. Like, I can probably return to Monkey. Dude, this item, though, that he gets right off the beginning here, hilarious. This is so crazy. Imagine getting this RNG right in the beginning. That would be nice. Thank you all for coming by. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Memes aside, I appreciate all of the support over the last week. We've had some very fun live streams. Thanks for the constant support. All right, boys, enjoy your night. Thanks for watching. See you 12 p.m. PST tomorrow. And goodbye.